Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. So you've probably heard of the Cheerios variety dollar before. So that's what today's video is going to talk about. Now, I always like to have kind of a variety of coins on hand, just in case I find out about an error later, I can go back. So I've got this kind of pile of Sacagawea coins right here. Variety of years, we've got a 2000p, 2001, 2004. So just a kind of a big mix match of Sacagawea dollar coins that I keep so I can make videos like this and go back and look for error coins. So you probably heard of the Cheerios variety before. That's what today's video is going to talk about. We're not going to get into too much detail about what the variety looks like. I'm going to try and share with you the story behind it. So feel free to leave me any comments or recommendations on how my storytelling is, but I'll give you the best kind of storytelling that I can do. Okay, so the variety of the actual coin is just a more detailed tail feathers on the reverse of the coin. So we've got the eagle right here. The Cheerios variety, which will be worth significantly more than face value, is just a more detailed tail feathers. Now that was made by using a whole different die for the reverse than the regular coins that you see here that were produced for general circulation. So take yourself back to 1999. We were turning into a new millennium, and then the following year in 2000, the US Mint spent $53 million on marketing and advertising just to get your attention in the year 2000. And by the looks of it, it looks like it actually might have worked out. At least the Cheerios promotion they did worked. One of the promotions they did that probably didn't work too much was they blasted 12 uniquely made 22-karat gold Sacagawea coins into space, which was certainly an interesting adventure. The special proof coins were sent up in Space Shuttle Columbia in the middle of 1999, many months before the coins were actually introduced into circulation. But perhaps more inspiring was the General Mills promotion. A little bit of details on that promotion. It officially started January 1st, 2000. 11 million Millennium Lincoln cents were delivered, one in each box. So if you got a Cheerio box, you were guaranteed to get a Millennium cent in it. Also, every 2000th box of cereal contained a 2000p Sacagawea golden dollar, so that translates to about 5,500 of the 2000p Sacagawea golden dollar coins getting into circulation. And those coins were what's known as the Cheerios dollar coins. But we're going to talk a little bit about that later because not all of them actually are. Every 4,400th box contained a voucher that you could redeem for $100. So imagine that. You're a kid, you've got a box of Cheerios, you dig into it, and you got a voucher for $100. You were rich. Estimates were that Cheerios promotion just via the cereal boxes resulted in 132 million exposures to the public. 11 million boxes multiplied by an average of 12 servings per box. Now I can remember myself as a kid kind of doing that. I'd make some cereal, then read the back of the box. Sometimes the boxes would have games on them or puzzles on them, but this one in 2000, the Cheerios box, just kind of promoted the United States Mint. I talked a little bit about the different coins that the Mint was going to produce. Some other really cool facts about that is each golden dollar costs about 12 cents to produce, making 88-cent profit. Despite the Mint deposited more than 800 million in profits of coins to the U.S. Treasury. At the end of 2000, more than 1 billion Sacagaweas were produced and 700 million were released into circulation. 83% of Americans were aware of the Sacagawea dollar coin, which is a staggering amount, especially if you think about it today. If the United States Mint released a new coin, I guarantee you 83% of Americans would not be aware of it. And additionally, 78% supported its issuance and 42% of adults had received one. So those are quite impressive numbers. That shows you how popular the Sacagawea dollar coins were in the year 2000. Unfortunately, they are certainly not as popular now. If you look at the mintages and comparing 2000. So 2000 at the Denver Mint, there were 518 million. At the Philadelphia Mint, there were 767 million. So look at those numbers, and then I'm going to scroll down and tell you what the last year the Eagle reverse was made. So the last year at the Philadelphia Mint, there were 1.8 million. At the Denver Mint, there were 1.8 million, and at the San Francisco Mint, 1.9 million. So those mintages just absolutely fell off after around 2002 and after. So why are these so valuable? That's because these were struck, most of the Cheerios dollars were struck with a different die. And since there were only 5,500 of them produced, that made those kind of some rare coins that you wanted to collect. However, it was recently kind of discovered that not all of these all of them that were in the Cheerios boxes have the special reverse. So some people refer to it as the reverse of 1999. That's because these coins that went out in the Cheerios boxes were likely made before the regular coins, so they probably produced them in 1999 with the detailed feathers with that die reverse before the regular coins were produced. However, PCGS experts recently opened up a sealed, this is back in 2008, opened up a sealed Cheerios package only to find out that the dollar coin contained in that package was a normal reverse 2000 die. The package appeared to be authentic and showed no evidence of tampering. A similar experience has been reported by other grading services. Thus, one may no longer assume that all the dollars in the Cheerios packages are rare, reverse of 1999. So that's both good news and bad news to collectors. Let me tell you how it is bad news, because if you've been holding on to one of these packages that you pulled out of a Cheerios box this whole time, thinking that it was for certain going to be a rare Cheerios variety, then it might not be. The good news is that if you actually do have the Cheerios variety, then your coin just got even more rare. So they calculated the 5,500 based on the amount that were shipped, but if not all of those 5,500 actually have the variety, then your variety is going to be worth even more. Because the Cheerios dollars were packaged obverse up, the reverse cannot be seen. An obverse die maker has been identified on some Cheerios dollars and may assist in identifying reverse of 1999 dollars in sealed packages. So what that means is that the packages themselves come packaged with the obverse up right here, so you can't see the reverse of the coin to actually verify if it's a Cheerios variety until you actually open it up, flip it over, and then you'll be able to see. So you can't see if it actually has the variety until you open it up. So as far as these variety goes, these are definitely going to be worth a lot more money than your average coin. They can range in, I guess, thousands of dollars. They're going to be worth kind of like normal coins depending on the grade themselves. Although all of them are probably, or the ones that you'll see, are going to be unpackaged, they can still have different grades to them depending on how strong the die was struck and if there are any scrapes or scratches. Many coins that are uncirculated still have bag marks or coin scrapes, so when they're being produced they kind of tumble around and they can scrape up in that process even before they get into circulation. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Feel free to give me any comments or suggestions. I know we didn't really go into too much of the fine details of the coin collecting and really how to kind of specifically identify these coins. That's because it's pretty easy to identify, but I figured I'd give you some storytelling because not all of the channels give you the full backstory as to the Cheerios variety itself. All right, best of luck coin collecting out there, everyone. Take care, have a great day, and enjoy.